Mark Reed. I hope it's Reed. It might be Red. Is it Reed? It's Reed, isn't it? Yeah. Sweet. Sweet. We're going to get him on now in the Zoom. Make some noise for Mark Reed.
Should I stay or should I go now?
Hello. Mostly internet. Hello, my name is Mark. This is the first time I've done the Frog and Bucket in about 8 years, maybe 9 now. It's been a long time. In that time, I have become a dad. And I'm here today, ladies and sirs, to tell you the best thing about being a dad. I can get very close to this. I know Eden's desperate to know what the best part about being a dad is.
Oh, can't wait.
Eden, the best part about being a dad, Eden, is the moments that you realize one day you'll die. And the moment you realize that, it is the happiest moments of your life. I realized that I was in the kitchen making my kids tea and I audibly laughed out loud. My son walks through to the kitchen and says, "Daddy, what's that noise?" And I said, "I'm laughing, mate." And he goes, "Oh, I've never heard you do that." These are things no one tells you when you're going to become a parent. No one tells you you are going to say fuck off to your kids at least once in their life. The first one was my daughter. She was around 3. I was getting my hair cut in the kitchen by what little hair there is cut in the kitchen by my ex. And she's cutting my hair. She comes, looks at me and just sits in front of us. I went, "What are you doing, mate?" And she goes, "Oh, nothing. I'm just watching." I went, "All right, bit weird." Time goes on and she starts smiling, like proper beaming smiling. I go, what are you smiling for, Pop? She goes, "I'm not smiling." I went, "You are?" She goes, "I'm not smiling. I've just got my teeth out because you've got no hair." I went, "Fuck off." My son, and this genuinely, there were no pauses in this. It was like he was saving this up all day. I picked him up from his childminder. It was just after Halloween. So obviously the kids' heads are full of ghosts and ghouls and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I pick him up, I get in the car, and straight away he goes, "Daddy, who's that old person that lives in your house?" I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Dad, who's that old person that lives in your house?" I said, "What old person that lives in my house, mate?" He goes, "You." Little shit. Utter little shit. He tells you those things. I used to be a punk. I've traveled the world. I've been on the west coast of America traveling with a punk band. And now I'm 35. I've got conspiracy theories about Peppa Pig. It's fucking depressing. And for those of you who don't know what that conspiracy theory is, basically it's a Truman Show style thing. So the main family, they're in the Truman Show, so they're being filmed, but they don't know it. Which is the reason why, but they haven't got much of a budget, which is the reason why Miss Rabbit's around everywhere. Only people who watch Peppa Pig will realize that. It's depressing. It's depressing. I'm a dad. And it's worrying as well because of how apparently much of a bad influence I am. I had a friend of mine talk to me and they blamed me for something. But for this story, for me to explain the story to you, I need to let you know that the person in this story, she's fine, but she had an abortion. And this is a story about that. And it's awful. And it's a terrible situation in every case, and everyone has to go through something. I got a phone call one day from my friend who said, I'm in trouble. So I went around to hers. We started chatting. Basically, she was having a baby to an ex who was abusive and stuff like that. And we chatted about it for ages. We were up until like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning talking about it. And she decided she was going to have the termination. I said, "Do you want me to come with you on the day?" She goes, "No, but can you come round at night to make sure I'm okay?" I went, "Yep, absolutely fine." I went round to hers that night and I walked through the door. And the first thing she says to me is, "I fucking blame you for this." And I went, "Well, no, it wasn't my fault. I've been nowhere near you." She goes, "No, it was your fault." And then she tells me a story. And apparently this was my fault. She has the procedure. She is waiting in the waiting area to get picked up by a taxi because she can't drive home. And the nurse comes up to her, asks if she's okay. She says, "Do you need anything?" She goes, "No, I'm fine." She goes, "Did you get everything you come? Have you got everything you've came with?" She goes, "I fucking hope not." To a nurse. Apparently, that was my fault. Because I don't seem to have that barrier that says, no, it's best not talking.
Hey, nice one, Mark.
Thank you very much.
I'm so angry at COVID for depriving of us of you being in the room and then watching the audience go a bit weird when you mentioned abortion. Then I could come back on and say, Mark, read the room. I'll never get that.
I'll do it. Next time we're on properly, I'll do it so you can.
All right, then.
I'm a nice
Deal.
man.
Deal. Where are you?
I'm in Morecambe.
All right, sweet. Been there. That's it.
Talk, damn it. Cheers.